Why am I paying a sewer cost if you aren't claiming any accessibility to it? I've been paying this double sewer cost all these 22 years. Why?
You still access the sanitary sewer system.
Yeah.
You know,
Not anymore, that collapses all the way.
It's still open.
They don't do much, I'll
Not
tell
very
you.
much.
So that's basically
When we
what
do a
it
dye
is.
test, that will tell us.
Well, basically, what she just told me does. Whenever there's plugs, am I right, Faye? You said it the other day. Said number 9 never floods.
That's right.
So that means that that sewer goes out the other direction to the south and then back east again. So that's a totally separate sewer system.
Because that room was built
Yeah.
later than the first 8 rooms.
Right.
And maybe they did, you said something about it, maybe they decided to have a main further west and abandon this one as a main.
So, can I ask a question? Are rooms, and then the line feeding the restaurant, and the line feeding rooms 1 through 8, aren't to the main line?
Yes, they are. Is it not true, number 1 through 8? And then the restaurant, they go south, east, across the road.
Well, we go to one manhole.
Yeah, there's a manhole, then it's southeast across the
you get
road.
a manhole in
Number 9 in the clothes washer, that goes out to the west, to the manhole up at Jacobson's. And that never floods. It's always a problem from their side.
But
That's
Leroy
another-
did not think that he
Another
could
piece of
have
advice I think that's very important that Jack has offered them is to say there is enough fall and it's technically feasible
It was already
to
in.
have all 8 of the units.
Why would the city put it in?
He's offered
They put it in there to
as
get a sewer machine.
technically feasible alternative.
More than likely.
Was that
Well, because you gotta take concrete up. There's all them new,
When did he do that?
lines they put in.
When did you
dug
put it?
that manhole on our side? It was an already existing sewer system.
Right. The
And
system's
that,
there.
and it already went under the road. That's what I've
It,
been saying all night.
So what? God, it's just, but why are you thinking that it's all...
Because the city put it in. Who else would have?
Yeah, the city put
There
that
was
line right in the
no
roadway
person.
face there.
No,
We don't know. Because the map is wrong.
So all
Is it? And you spent all that money to have a map
Right,
right on?
They did that in '76.
Tick it in.
I'm ridiculous to think it's up at Jacobs.
I don't know that we're going anywhere there.
We're not making any
The rest of
difference.
that line belongs to you guys.
Jack, is the only thing we're going to do is to dye test it or video?
I mean, what would that
Is that-
We were just talking, the number 9 never floods. All right, that means that our sewer main goes south and then it goes back east. So they're not tied in at all to their system at all.
They go
Correct.
west.
Until you
Our
get
system
further.
was tied in between the two, and you know that as well as I do on the first 8.
Right, but I'm saying is you're tied in further down. All right, all I'm saying is, I'll take the map. All right, number 9 dumps in right after this manhole up here.
That's on our property.
I'm just saying one up at Jacobson's manhole. It goes in here.
I know.
All right, their manhole, their sewer line going across the road is up here by the store, somewhere in front of the store. This line plugs from here to their manhole on their property, and it plugs 1 through 8. This line never backs up, and that's our main line.
But it's on the east side of the road, how can that be? Not the west side. Yeah, Jack's saying it's on the west side of the road, but that map can't be 120 feet off. Otherwise, I think I'd go back to the guy who wrote that map and said, hey, you're 120 feet off, and I had a guy go up there digging in the wrong spot.
Mike,
But I
you
think
ever
when
look
they
at flat
drew your
books?
map, they knew that that line was
You think-
there.
hey, Mike,
And
you
your
think flat
city
books are
accepted it
correct?
by having it on their map.
Sometimes they are.
My daughter lives out in the country, and her farm isn't even on the flat book. Does that mean she doesn't live there?
Well, is there a farmstead anymore?
Yeah, she lives there.
Well, sometimes they take them off and they're not
Maps are
farmstead.
not accurate right down to footage.
Well,
That's why we...
I can believe you, except for...
That's why I digest with two.
Well, what I'm saying is, if I took any amateur up there, and we take that map, you're going to find a manhole here, like it shows there, and one right across the road. And you're going to say, even John looked at it the first day, he says, and he came up there.
And it looked like it,
It looks like that's the way the map is, and it's accurate.
but when we talked to Jack,
Yeah,
he's telling
that's
us
supposed to be
it's not.
120 feet
But
this
evidently
direction.
they're not tied together, or room number 9 would flood
Well, maybe they did somebody put another 4-inch later.
I think after 25 years, Jack probably knows where they're at. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
somehow, I thought we could try to work something out.
But I'm just saying is the one going across now was put back in the 40s. When was the one to the west?
I don't know if we can find that out. Can we?
The main had to be all put in at the same time. I don't know.
Naturally, all of our sludge is gonna go where it's gonna back up people's that's main, because they go straight across the road south from the manhole that was made to do the cleanup. So that evidently was there before the number 9 one was.
Yeah.
Okay, Scott's got some other stuff he can research. We'll take a look at it and see if we can determine the main. Because unless the council wants to just say, yeah, we're gonna fix it. I don't see
Well, what I would like to do, and I don't know if this is going to create any results or not, I would like to look for some additional project maps on the map for if we did a project to service Jacobson. You know, anytime now when we do a sewer line main extension, we need to have a permit. It's got to be engineered. This type of stuff. We need to keep plans. If it was the same back in the day, we will have plans for it. So let me do a little bit of research on that.
Then you might go back to the 40s, you're saying.
He doesn't know.
I don't know.
map.
Well, there's got to be some record back in the 40s.
We have lots of sewer maps back from the
1800s.
1800s, yeah. So, I mean, we do have a lot of stuff. If that was...
But I'm just saying is, you know, if the city put it in originally, like John told me, then the city should fix it.
If it's a city main, we'll fix it, but if it's not a city main.
And I can understand where you gotta have a residential to go to a main, but you guys don't have to go to the middle of the highway. We've gotta
Where it's
go,
at, right, Jack?
Well-
Sewers, either way.
like you said, you went out to your
All right,
house to the middle
all
and
right.
went
I
down
get it.
straight.
And our ordinance is it like on new development, the developer puts it in, and then we're responsible for the main afterwards, correct?
Yeah.
So no matter if it was a developer that did it or who, this is the way, sometimes they stub it out to the property lines, you know, and then they'd hook on otherwise. But the sewer main is the only thing we take care of.
Perfect example is Sherry and Terry Keyhole. They had to pay quite a bit to hook up to the main line, didn't they?
But did they have to go underneath the whole highway?
Well, there's several instances
Yeah.
where the sewer's not in the middle of the road.
No, they dug it 2 block, about block.
Right.
Yeah,
It's not always in the center of the road.
No,
And the
Yeah.
Is
city,
that a main road that goes from Chadden gas station across over to June? Is that yours?
to
To June, for what used to be the gas station, they go straight south across there for theirs?
for the old gas station.
Yes.
There is a sewer stub there somewhere.
Okay, why would you stop from there to Jacobson's and take a breather in a block and then start again?
For a sewer main?
For a sewer line.
And why would you even have one going across the road when they can also dig underneath the road and get to the main on the south side?
That was done before our time. We don't know why we did it.
Yeah, well,
let Jack answer the first question.
that's all right. Let me answer it. I'm just asking that. Okay.
You have to submit it, what now?
That's how my school teachers always said. I was always 2 chapters ahead of them. Okay, go on.
Go ahead, you're the one asking the questions.
Well, I'm just saying is, like Faye said something about that. Why would the main, I mean, you had a line here already. Why would you have another line over here? And why would that be the main? I mean, just keep the main going straight on the south side of the road. And then Jake's and everybody have to drill underneath the road to get to that main. Why do you go across?
I don't have,
See,
I don't know. Why they put mains wherever they want to put them. They got some running across
That's what I mean.
city blocks. I can't.
Maybe somebody's got a little more pull than we
Then,
got.
No.
Scott was gone last week. Let's give him a couple
No,
days
that's
and then
enough
find
of that.
something.
No, I'm just saying that. That's going to be politics. That's a law. I mean, that's politics. You know?
Let me do a little bit of checking.
We'll see if we can figure it out.
That's why that thing about grandfathering things in. Well, a restaurant has smoking in there, should be grandfathered in.
Maybe Brenzel down there's got a map of when that 71 was done.
Sure.
You know, he might have some drawings in the 40s or 50s.
But everybody was gone a little last week, so.
Yeah, I understand.
But
Nobody's trying to
even if
talk
there
about
was a
it.
good 4-inch, that wouldn't be big enough anyways.
Well,
Then that
Well,
would
at
be
the
your
time,
problem.
it was probably big enough.